Hi, I'm Frank Ngolier, Research Manager at IAVM. My day-to-day activities include managing VenueDataSource, the IAVM platform that was designed to enable us to administer research surveys and provide valuable data to our members. VenueDataSource is very generously funded by the IAVM Foundation. While surveys can be conducted directly through our VenueDataSource platform, we sometimes need to use an alternate survey system. But all data that we collect from members that's designed to provide information which venue managers can use to compare and contrast their facilities to others resides at the VenueDataSource site. In order to encourage participation in the data collection phase, members who complete each survey are entitled to free access to the results. Members who don't participate in a survey may still purchase results at a modest fee. Non-members pay a more substantial fee, helping our organization recoup some of the costs involved. Of course, we hope that non-members recognize the value of becoming a member and obtaining survey results for free. Let's start with our demonstration now. Here's a brief description of how to obtain the data you need. If you have any questions or can't log on, or if you don't see the data you desire, you can always call me at 972-538-1001. Let's start. You can access the data by going to the VenueDataSource, by going to the IAVM website, clicking on VenueDataSource in the lower left side of the screen, click on Get Going, click on Access, and then input your username and password. Click on Login, and you'll have access to the information. Once you're at the VenueDataSource website, to the right of the screen you'll see upcoming deadlines and a list of active surveys. Since you will have hopefully completed several surveys by now, we'll discuss in this webinar how to access data. You don't see any surveys live right now because I'm using a dummy member ID. There are several links in the red ribbon at the top of the page. The links you'll be using to access data are benchmarking and downloads. The benchmarking link contains three components: comparison groups, predefined reports, and crosstabs and frequencies. Comparison group. You won't really need to use comparison groups at all, since I will have created almost all of the subgroups you'll be using. You can also create other subgroups if you like, but the ones that I create are typically the most frequently used. And as I said, if you want to create a group but have difficulty, you can always call me and I can probably create them a lot quicker. Let's look at predefined reports. Let's go to the metrics report for your type of venue. Let's look at convention center total. You have to click the fiscal year, which for this study was 2010. Click on Go to the Report button, and a report will pop up. What you'll see here is the information, the averages for convention centers in total, since that was the group that we looked up. Focus firm, that would be the name of your firm if you completed the survey. There's no data here because the ID I put in is a dummy ID. Adjusted average is the average for the measure to the left. In this case, it's a metric for information technology. You'll see the minimum value, the median value, the maximum value, and then you'll see the number of firms who were used in that calculation. It's that simple. If you wanted to go back and look at another subgroup, you can go back, click on the comparison group again, and if you're a small convention center, click on Small, again, put in the correct fiscal year, and click on Go to Report. Now here, you'll see the same information, but this will only be among small convention centers, as you can tell by the smaller number of firms answering. Let's go back one more time. You can, for going to the report, you can either output the format in the data in the manner we just saw, or you can save it to a PDF. Saving it to a PDF enables you to keep a paper copy for yourself. Let's look at comparisons and frequencies now, the next item in the benchmarking area. Comparisons and frequencies. In this section, you can create crosstabs of non-numeric data, such as the percentage to have a LEED certification, whether planning an expansion or not. So let's see how to use crosstabs and frequencies. You click on it. In the survey data area, you pick your comparison group. Again, since we're a convention center, let's select convention centers in total. You select the fiscal year, which for this survey is 2010. In the row variable area, you'll select a variable family. A variable family is simply a group of questions which you can select for tabulation. After you click on a variable family, you'll be given a choice of which variables to include. A variable in this program is simply the specific question asked. So let's pick a variable from this survey, the profile survey, equipment and service purchasing. Then you can select a number of other items. You can select multiple items. Then you simply click on the Generate Frequency table. And it will generate the percents for all the questions included in that area. And here you see the number of people who said yes, they're considering purchase of ADA products or services, percent who said no. Again, it's that simple. You can go back and you can select other groups or other questions. Please note that the column variable area is not usable for you folks. And that's all there is to it. Let's go to the download links. Downloads is where we put data that the system can't generate for you. For example, any numeric data for which the system can't conduct the special statistical tests that we do, or any other type of question that it just can't accommodate. So let's look at the 2010 Operations and Expense Survey for convention centers. Let's see what we've downloaded there. You can open the download, and you can see the data. You can print the data just like a regular Excel sheet. In many cases, there'll be tabs to the data. So you'll see the various pieces of information that we were able to put there for you. Again, downloads are that simple. You can close the download when you're done. You could save the file to your desktop. Here you'll see a whole slew of available downloads, which you can access for your venue type. So that's the tutorial on VenueDataSource. I hope you've learned a little something about how to navigate the site. But please, if you have any questions or problems at all, don't hesitate to call the IAVM World Headquarters and ask for me, Frank Ngolia, Research Manager. Thank you very much.